Skip the dip. Super Bowl team cities see spike in flu deaths. Boston and Seattle football fans beware. Cities with teams in the Super Bowl see a big spike in flu deaths, according to a new Tulane University study. Using county-level statistics from 1974 to 2009, researchers found that having a team in the big game caused an 18% increase in flu deaths among those over 65 years old, historically the most vulnerable to influenza. The reason? The playoffs and championship games bring more people together at the height of flu season to cheer on their teams, and spread germs, in close quarters. The virus can travel 6 feet in the air after a sneeze, says lead author Charles Stoker. You're going to the bar or to people's homes for watch parties and you're double-dipping the chip, or somebody else's, and you're spreading the flu, said Stoker, assistant professor of global health systems and development at Tulane University School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine. Football fans might contract a mild case of influenza, but then pass it on to other, potentially more susceptible people. The effect is worse in years when the dominant strain is more virulent, like this year's influenza A, H3N2, or when the Super Bowl occurs closer to the peak of flu season. Post-season play also alters travel patterns, with more fans mixing with tourists or traveling to or from the game, increasing opportunities for transmission. Authors didn't find an increase in flu among cities hosting the Super Bowl. If you look at host cities, they're usually in New Orleans, Miami and other warm weather cities that are less amenable to flu transmission, Stoker said. The findings suggest that public health officials should remind fans in team cities to be vigilant. The best way to protect yourself is to get vaccinated and practice good hygiene. Wash those hands, and be careful around the dip, Stoker said. From Newswise, Next read 2 million Americans quit food stamps in Trump's first year. The number of Americans receiving food stamp benefits dropped to a 6-year low during President Donald Trump's first year in office, reflecting a healthy jobs market and an improving economy, according to an annual report. Read more in a first. U.S. blames Russia for cyber attacks on energy grid. Washington. The Trump administration on Thursday blamed the Russian government for a campaign of cyber attacks stretching back at least 2 years that targeted the U.S. power grid, marking the first time the United States. Read more. A growing chorus objects to Confucius Institutes at American universities. A Massachusetts lawmaker is the latest dissenting voice against the presence of Confucius Institutes on American college campuses. Managed directly and funded by the Chinese regime, Confucius Institutes, CIS, have been criticized by concerned. Read more.